All right, it is time to talk about Pete Buttigieg and his CNN town hall, and really just Pete in general. First of all, a big question. Is Pete Buttigieg a progressive? And the answer is no, he is not a progressive. Why not? Well, first of all, he's not for Medicare for all. He's for a public option. He's kind of used the term Medicare for all, but really when you listen to him and his policies and what he really believes in, he believes in more of an incrementalist viewpoint and, like I said, a public option. So it's not really actually Medicare for all, even though he uses that term. He's not for universal education. He says he wants to make college more affordable, but he takes big money. That's a big one right there. He is actually, in fact, look at this article. This was from Huffington Post that they just posted a couple of days ago saying Pete Buttigieg is the only top 2020 Democrat taking money from Washington lobbyists. Oh, that right there disqualifies him as a progressive. He is not a progressive. He is taking big money. It says here in this article, Steve Elmendorf, a high-profile lobbyist, is hosting a fundraiser for him next month. Oh, isn't that nice? Who is Steve Elmendorf? Well, he's a big lobbyist whose extensive client list includes Amazon, H&R Block, the American Gaming Association, the American Investment Council, and Hilton, according to lobbying disclosure reports. It also says Buttigieg also took a donation from Stephen Newman, a lobbyist for American Airlines. And Buttigieg's campaign said that the donations wouldn't influence his policy positions. That's what they all say. And noted he isn't taking donations from corporate PACs or fossil fuel interests. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. He's avoiding the corporate PACs, which is really just employees of corporations. The term corporate PAC is very misleading because all that is people who work at a corporation putting their money together. That's a group of employees. But oh no, he's not going to take their money, and he's also not going to take any fossil fuel interests. So good. At least he's going to seem like he's going to combat climate change. But everything else, we're all on our own.
Your campaign website, it doesn't have anything specific about policy, like nothing.
I think I led the field in opening up the debate about policy on structural reform for the Supreme Court, for example. I also think it's important that we not drown people in minutiae before we've vindicated the values that animate our policies.
Oh, we need to figure out our values, like, I don't know, healthcare is a human right. Like, we want to make sure that our government is for the people rather than for wealthy oligarchs and corrupt corporations, or maybe that we should be for the working class and making sure that Americans can actually achieve the American dream. I don't know. Maybe those are the values that we're for. Maybe, like eliminating corruption in government and getting rid of politicians who take big lobby money. Maybe that's what we're standing for here. What is this nonsense? Well, we need to speak about our values first. We don't need to get caught up in the minutia. No, you don't need the details of my plans. You don't need that. What you need are more platitudes and just soft, flowery language that just makes you think that I am just a great candidate and you should vote for me. Overall, Pete Buttigieg is an establishment plant. This is what the establishment wants. What they want is us focused on things that they don't care about. They want us focused on things that don't really matter, that don't affect their bottom line, that don't disrupt the system too much. We can get rid of the Electoral College, but what does it matter when the candidates you have to vote for are bought? It doesn't. So that's what we need to focus on, the fact that the candidates are bought. Pete Buttigieg, not a progressive. Pete Buttigieg, not winning over my support. Pete Buttigieg should not have your support either.